Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
That we've managed to create all sorts of ways of satisfying these short-term urges without giving us the long-term benefit they were supposed to have.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the Grimerica Show. We're going to be talking with Dr. Art Markman, or Art Markman, PhD, or something along those lines anyway, a little bit later, about breaking habits and smart change and fuck. Anyway. But first, as always, Graham, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Dunlop, how's it going, buddy? Actually, it doesn't work because you're not angry anymore.
Was I angry?
But like 2 hours ago, you
I
were fit to be tied.
No, I was just frustrated. I wasn't really angry. Maybe I was getting there.
You were there.
Are we going to keep this intro with your cursing right off the bat?
I think so. I can't help it. The thing fell off the wall.
Is that why? We still can't.
We're back to this like 50 episodes later, and we're still trying to hang these foam sound cushioning things or whatever on the wall.
Foam panels that don't seem to stick to anything.
I'm going to just get some big roofing nails.
So while we're talking about our stuff here, I want to mention welcome to the Grimerica Show and a little bit about our podcast. We do this little rambling kind of intro before our guest starts. Usually our guest will start around 25 to 45 or 50 minutes in. So if you just want to skip forward to the interview, that's totally fine. But really, stick around. Darren and I like to try and have an open-minded, non-judgmental, non-ridicule platform here for people. Like, we really started this podcast for the listeners and the guests, I would say, hey, Darren?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, listeners can share their experiences, their lucid dreaming, their trip reports, like psychedelic experiences, UFO sightings, all that kind of stuff. We'd like to be a little bit more interactive than most podcasts. So instead of going over the news articles and stuff like that, we talk about interesting topics kind of amongst ourselves and, we ramble on for a little while.
Submissions.
Yeah,
I don't always sound like this as long as we're making public service announcements.
You have a cold?
Still.
Hasn't been that long.
No, just bad timing. It happened the day before a double interview, so it's going to end up affecting 3 interviews.
Yeah, really?
That's the 3 or 4 day bout with the cold or flu or whatever it is affected 3 interviews, which would normally never happen.
Yeah.
And on the days that it happened, it would have normally affected 0 because it started on a Wednesday. And it'll probably end tomorrow.
Yeah, well, let's hope so, buddy. I also wanted to mention, too, that we love getting feedback.
Fucking Ebola.
Yeah, no, you don't have Ebola, buddy. Don't worry about it. You're fine. We like hearing from people, too. And if you don't hear back from us, then it's probably just slipped through the cracks and it's lost. We try and get back to everybody. We definitely read all the emails. We like your feedback. The best way to get in touch with us is probably Graham at Grimerica.com, Graham. And, also suggest guests that you want us to chat with for sure. Although the guest lineup is pretty big right now and it's a little overwhelming to manage at this point. So there's a lot going on here in Grimerica and it can be challenging.
Always a challenge.
Yet fun.
You can get an email address with a guest. It always helps. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Ooh, the eye roll, the classic eye roll.
And every week we also have a little segment.
Stop acting like it's the first show.
of the UFO quote of the week. And this one is a doozy. There are, of course, many phenomena in this world which are not explained, and it is not... Oh, I just messed it up. See? You put the pressure on me. And it is possible to say that the orthodox scientist is the last person to accept that something new or old may exist which cannot be explained in accordance with his understanding of natural laws.
Who's that?
That's the Earl Alexander of Tunis, British Minister of Defense.
I wasn't expecting you to be ready. You didn't look like you were going to be ready.
Yeah, I know. I got it ready.
That was pretty good, though.
Yeah. Thank you, Earl of Alexander.
Could have been better. What's the date?
Oh, they don't have a date on it.
Is there still earls of things?
No, he's just Earl Alexander, not of Alexander.
Earl Alexander?
Yeah.
What's an earl?
He's like a duke.
What's a duke?
He's like a lord.
Where's that on the chessboard?
That's
like
not
a
a chess piece. No.
No?
No, it's like a bishop, maybe like a rook, yeah, maybe. Oh, I see what you mean, like the level of chessboard?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bishop or rook, probably.
Everything's a chessboard.
In your head, you're playing chess all the time?
Yeah.
So this is an example of our lazy ramblings.
And losing. So what do you got? Anything new?
Yeah, I got some feedback specifically for you. What's going on over there?
Not good.
No, it's not good.
For me?
All right, so this one's from Joshua, who you recently rated his synchronicity.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man, Darren. Now I know how UFO witnesses must feel when they're told it was Venus. 2 main ways I know it wasn't a dream. I was waiting for the plane to take off, and I never sleep at that point. Remember, I'm a chronic worrier, and over half of the plane accidents happened during takeoff/landing. And my parents were with me as well, and I told them when it happened. Thanks for reading it, though, and talk again soon. And I have to say to Joshua...
I thought that was going to be the tree guy.
No. Did I not read his reply?
He was pissed, too.
Did I not read his reply?
I don't think so. Oh, yeah. He didn't know the scale was at a 7.
Oh, that was a good one, yeah.
And then he messaged the Facebook page, I think, saying, hey, on the episode, he's like, hey, is this the episode with the famously low synchronicity scores?
That's funny. But yeah, I do have to remind Joshua that you did give him a 9, though. So
I did.
I
just
you still think
asterisked it with he was sleeping.
Yeah,
which I'm sticking to my gun.
Well,
I wasn't there, and I have no way of knowing. But
that's when I sleep.
My gut on this one.
Yeah, that's when I sleep on the plate. I
on the plate.
Take off. I just crash.
Take off, eh?
Oh man! So I got another one here from Matt. He says, not usually the kind of guy that takes time to write emails like this, but seems like Graham is genuinely interested in the feedback and synchro, so I figured I'd give it a go. Quick feedback. I'm absolutely guilty of judging your show by the pre-interview rambling. I gave it a couple of attempts because it was suggested on iTunes based on the other podcasts I listened to. Aborted both times because I felt my time was wasted. Finally gave it a solid go and couldn't be more pleased. So he definitely thinks we're an acquired taste. Anyways, he says...
which is why you're talking like it's the first episode?
No, I just like to review every once in a while.
No, that's exactly why.
Yeah, partly the reason, yeah. I did it a little while ago, too. You know, for people that are new.
Yeah, it's cute.
We have lots of new listeners all the time, Darren, so... He loves the value for value. He can't stand the ads at the beginning of other podcasts. As Bill Hicks said, you peddle one thing and you're a shill. Nothing you say after that can be fully trusted. And this from a guy who was pretty deliberate with showing a cigarette brand while on stage. But anyway, so this guy's, I think this guy likes you, Darren, because you remind him of his buddy. He played juniors in Sault Ste. Marie and Blind River. And one of his buddies from Thessalon, I don't know, do you know Thessalon?
I've driven through it.
Have you driven through it? He's heard a couple of mentions of Northern Ontario, figured he might be from the same area. Both of them have the same eloquent and subtle way of using fuck, and both use buddy all the time. I love it.
Maybe another Red Laker.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, your buddies that are from Red Lake, I noticed.
Kind of talk the same.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So he's got a synchro here. Mostly a weird coincidence. It gives me some mild purpose to email you guys. I have a special place in my heart for this synchro.
I'm a rambling gram with synchronicities all over the web. And Aaron is skeptical about everyone and don't believe it yet.
Let's have it.
I was working in a vineyard. He says, I work in a vineyard. Was listening to the Matheson episode while spending the day taking out dead plants and planting new ones in their place. At the end of the episode, a song came on with the lyrics, and they should plant vineyards and drink the wine of them. And the mountains shall drop sweet wine and the hills shall melt. I just added that to the... He chuckled to himself when that came on and thought it might be a good excuse to shoot an email because he was actually working in the vineyard, right, at the time. He gives it a solid 0.5 on the Darren scale, but with a picture, it should bump it up to at least a 1.7. So he says, thanks for reading. Cheers from St. Louis. Now, the weird thing is for me on that is it took me forever to pick that out. I was looking all over for it. Those exact lyrics. I emailed you those exact lyrics and said, I want those lyrics in the show. I rarely do that.
What?
So it kind of makes it a sync.
It's a one.
No, it makes it a synchro for me in a way because I specifically wrote those.
Explain your synchro. What are the words?
You want me to?
Yeah.
I emailed you and said, I want this song in the end of that episode, right?
What episode?
The episode with David Matheson on the Undying Stars, right?
Okay.
You
asked for that. What song is it again?
Yeah, and Dave Matheson commented on it too because it's actually from a Flash Gordon episode, I think.
What song was it?
Well, it's that one from The Orb, right? And they should plant vineyards and drink the wine of them. And I will plant them upon their land that I have given them, their God. Do you remember?
It's not.
It's kind of, and then that triggers him to email us. That's kind of a synchro to me.
No. I can't let the scale slide that far. There's a curve, but...
Thanks, buddy. It was special to me anyways. Thanks for the email.
Oh, yeah, this feedback's great.
Fellow hockey player.
Knew. He was expecting it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's good. Come prepared.
Oh, I know what I wanted to talk to you about. I went to that Festival of Health and Wellness.
Nice.
Yeah.
Festival
of Health and Wellness in Calgary there.
What'd you do?
I just went around to the booths and stuff like that. Bought a couple things. And
anything cool?
I got my chakra balancing read electronically.
Electronically?
Yeah.
That seems fun.
I put every finger in this little gizmo with a glass plate on it. I guess it measures something and then shows you a picture of where your chakras are at.
Picturing it. Is it white with like a white dome on top and five little finger holes?
No, it's just one finger at a time. And then it gives you a picture, a layout of your chakras and where they're at. So they're all like in line, except for my throat was a little off and my sacral chakra was a little off. But they're all pretty good, very aligned. And then, so I was like, so what is this guy trying to sell me, right? There was a book there on belief and stuff like that, like the power of belief. But he said he's going to send me an email of this chakra printout, and I still have yet to get it. so
digital chakra reader. Maybe eventually we get just like the diabetes ones you stick in your leg and it tells you or whatever,
Yeah, where you need to work. You need to work on your truth, or you need to work on your base. So I bumped into this meditation group there. This is interesting. Well, yeah, they do free meditation in the city every week. And I asked him, so we were talking about meditation and all that, and I guess it's in, how should I say, the person who developed this meditation, Sahaya, it's called, or Sahaja Yoga is what it's called. And this lady named Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi came up with this meditation technique, and they teach it all over the world, I think, for free. Like there's an online class and all this. And I asked him, I'm like, can I donate something to your cause or whatever? He's like, no, why donate? It's all free. Like basically they learn this meditation technique and they want to share it with the world. And it's about opening up and finding your true self and all. Do you want me to read a little description to you? Since, we've been talking about meditation lately.
Sure.
I told him we talk about it on our podcast. I'm going to send him a link too. So.
Okay.
It was very peaceful. I did it with him. Put a hand on my heart and another one open on my lap. And it was very, very calming.